Now next graphical representation of the inverse trigonometric function is what? It is cot inverse x. Okay. So now again for the cot inverse x, what we are going to do? First of all, we are going to draw a graph of the basic cot x, okay, for the inverse part. Okay. So and from that graph, now we are having a graph of y is equal to cot x. Now it is y is equal to cot x. Now just select some intervals for which we are having common range, okay, and that is for minus pi to 0 and in the open intervals, or we can write it pi comma 2 pi. And what is the range? Now these are the domains, okay, these intervals all are domains, okay, we are going to select any one. And what is the range? Range is minus infinity to infinity, set of the real numbers. We can write it minus infinity to infinity, and it is for the cot x. Okay. Now let's see, we are having these coordinates, and when we are plotting these coordinates, now it is from 0 to pi. So we are taking 0 to pi as the restricted domains. Now we are having restricted domain of cot x, restricted domains for cot x as 0 to pi, okay, 0 comma pi with the open intervals. Now for this part, for this basic part, we are going to cut this one for more clarity, okay. So here it is, we are having the points, and when we are plotting the points, we are getting this graph, and this is the cut down area for only this interval, that is 0 to pi. Now from this part, plotting these, now changing from range to domain and domain to range, we will be getting 1 1 and onto function, okay. So now let's change here domains and range, domain to range and range to domain, okay. So we are having, now here we have changed range, you can check it, now it is 0 to pi and it is minus undefined to undefined, okay. So let's plot these points. Now plotting these points, we are getting what type of a figure? Let's check it. Now here we are getting a figure of this shape. Now exactly a mirror image of this part, okay. So now after this one, we are having, now when domains and range are certified, we can see that it is 1 1 and onto function, and then it becomes the inverse part, okay. So let's define it, the inverse of cot function, cot x, or you can write it cotangent x, is defined by y is equal to cot inverse x, or we can write it arc cot x, if and only if, okay, if and only if. Now here it is y is equal to cot inverse x, so it will be defined when x is equal to cot y, okay. Now what are the domains and range for this? Now for cot function, for cot inverse, we can write it domain as r, all the real values, because these are not touching this part and this part, okay. So we can write it either r, or we can write it minus infinity to infinity, any one, and the range is, what is the range? Range is 0 to pi, 0 to pi, okay. And 0 to pi becomes what? 0 to pi with the open interval is the principal value of cot inverse x. Oh, you can write it branch of the principal value of cot inverse x. Now let's check it. Let's check one more thing. Now that was for the mirror image, okay. Now here we are having cot x. Now here this is the mirror. Now this x has a mirror here. Earlier it was y is equal to x. Now this is the mirror, and what this is, you can see it is exactly the mirror image from this part. This is the mirror image of it, okay. So being this a mirror image, now let's change axis y to x and x to y. Now here it goes, we are having axes are being changed. So now exactly we are getting this part as, now what is this? This is the inverse of cot x. Okay, you can check it, this is the inverse of cot x. Okay, so this is basically the graphical function for the cot inverse x.